Hello friends, I'm Sheikh from blog2.com, and today in this video we'll see the top 10 most important things you must do after installing WordPress. I have tried to include almost everything that is important, something related to SEO, security, caching, anti-spamming and so on. So before proceeding further, make sure you subscribe to my channel and also click on that bell icon so that you don't miss any future videos. And if you enjoy the video, then make sure you give a thumbs up to this video and share with your friends. And if I have missed something, if you think there is some more important points one must do after installing WordPress and I have not included that, then you can put them in the comment section below. With that being said, let's get started. So this is a very fresh installment of WordPress. As you can see over here, this is how your dashboard would look after you install WordPress. Now let's see how our website is looking. Okay, so this is how your website should look. Now here the first thing that we're gonna do is profile settings. Now why is that important? Now if you see over here, whenever someone visits your website and they see a post, they'll see the date, and beside that they'll see the username. Now this is very dangerous because this is the username which I use to log into my dashboard. Let me show you. For example, if I type in this, if I type in my dashboard URL, you can see this is how it will look. Now this is the one, this username is the one which I use over here, okay, in the username to log into my dashboard. Now this is very dangerous because what happens is sometimes people try to use this username and try any random password and they might get access to your dashboard, and that is very dangerous because they can delete all your posts and everything. So let's change this thing first. So over here you'll see at the right top corner, this is how it would look. It would say how do your name, and it will have three options: Nair Sheikh, which is my name, or your username will be over here. After that we have edit my profile. Now let's click on edit my profile. Now here are all the profile settings. Okay, you can change the color scheme if you can see over here. Okay, so let's select midnight. Now this was not important, I was just showing you. Now the most important thing over here is this, okay, nickname, but you can put in your first name and last name over here. For let me put my first name, Nair Sheikh. Okay, now this is the nickname. Now instead of this we have to type something else. For example, you can type in John Doe or any other name, or you can type in some different name. Obviously you will type in your username or the nickname over here. Now you should also notice one thing: whenever you type anything over here, whether you save the changes or not, you will get that option over here. As you can see, I have typed in Nair, I get Nair. I have typed in Sheikh, I get Sheikh options over here. So I can just select Nair. Now here if I select Nair, instead of Nair Sheikh, it will show only Nair because I have selected my first name. Now if you select John Doe from here, which is not here I guess. For example, if I select Afzal Khan from here and click on update profile, and if I come back over here and refresh this website, you can see now it says Afzal Khan. Now this is very useful and very helpful, also because of two reasons. Because not everyone puts a very simple username. Someone might put in something like something like this. Now we don't want to see that over here, so you can put in a simple name over here. You can put in some name just to distinguish from your username for security purposes. Okay, so this is the first thing. You can type in some more things. For example, you can change your gravatar from here. This is the gravatar, your image, your profile picture. You can type in about your biographical info. You can set a new password. Now this is also important because when you sign up with the hosting companies like HostGator, they give you a very random password. Now once you get that password, first what you have to do, you have to change that password and set a normal password which you want. Okay, so to do so, what you have to do, you have to click on this generate password. Again it will give you some random password. Now suppose instead of this you want something like this, Nair Sheikh. Okay, so you can have this thing. Okay, it says very weak because it is a very weak password. It is just my username. So I'm just showing you that you can use, you can just change your password from here. Then if you want to have a very weak password, any kind of password, you can just click on confirm user weak password and click on update profile. Okay, so this was the first thing, the profile settings, very important in terms of security. Now the second thing that we're gonna look is site title and description. Now again, let me come back over here. Now if you see, this is how your website is looking, and this is the site title which says my blog, and this is your description, my WordPress blog, and this is by default. It will also show over here, if you see on the tab over here, it says hello world my blog, because we are under hello world, and after that it says the site name. If you go to your home page, it will say your site name, which is my blog, and the description. So we need to change this. Okay, so to do so, again come back to your dashboard, and at the left hand side you will see something called settings, hover settings, and click on general. Now this is our general setting. This is the site title, and the second one is tagline. Now the site title is nothing but the name of your website. For example, if you see my website blogdude.com, you'll get an idea of what it is. Okay, now if you see over here, the site title is blogdude and the tagline is a guide for all the bloggers. Okay, so you can put in something like that. Here it will be your company name or your website name. Okay, so we are having blogdude, and tagline is just in a few words you explain what your site is all about. Okay, so for example, this is also we can just say this YouTube demo. Okay, this is just a YouTube demo, and if you're using an SSL certificate, then make sure you have HTTPS over here. Now this is an SSL certificate. This is not part of this lecture, so we'll just skip that and we'll click on save changes. Now this was the second thing. Now the third thing that we need to change is the permalink structure. For example, if you see your website, this is your permalink or the URL. It says my website name, that is nayashik.com. But if you use or if you open any post, for example, let's open this post. Now here, as you can see, now it is your website name, the year, month, date, and after that we have the post name over here. Now this is not good for SEO purposes, and you don't want anything like this in your in your URL bar. So let's change that. Now come back to your dashboard and click on permalinks under settings. Now here, this is the default one, the day and name. You can see the structure here, your website name, the date or the day, and the post name. Okay, now we want the most SEO friendly one. So what I'll do is I'll just delete this thing and I'll show you the most SEO friendly structure, and I'll show you how you can use that. So first, make sure you have tick mark this thing, custom structure, and the first thing that we need is category. Okay, so you can just click on category. You'll have your category over here, and after category we'll have the post name. Okay, so this is the post name. So this is the most SEO friendly URL, you can say, or the permalink, your website name / category / post name. Okay, now click on save changes. Now again, let's come back to this and let's refresh. Now when you refresh, you see that it says the category name, which is uncategorized, and after that we see the post name. So this was very important in terms of SEO purposes. Now the fourth thing that we need to change is the default category, which is uncategorized, as you can see over here. So whenever you type in or put in any post and you don't put or you don't select any category for that, you will have a default category selected, which is uncategorized. Okay, so we need to change that. So again, come back to your dashboard. At the left hand side, you will see something called posts, which is over here, and when you hover that, you'll get this categories options. Now click on categories. Now this is the default one, uncategorized. We need to change this. So what we'll do, we'll click on this edit button. Now I want to change this uncategorized. I'll put in WordPress. Okay, so whenever I don't select any category, that is basically a WordPress. I want WordPress category to be automatically selected, because here, as you can see, all the post in my website or on my website is related to WordPress. And also make sure to change this slug, very important. Okay, so just type in WordPress, the same thing over here. Okay, and don't put any uppercase, just use simple lowercase. So we have typed in WordPress over here and click on update. Again, let's come back to this website. Let's refresh. Okay, now we can see it says WordPress hello world. Now the fifth thing is to remove some sample content. Now as you can see over here, the hello world, you haven't typed this thing, you haven't typed this post, but you still have this hello world thing over here. Also you have a comment. This is just a demo content, or just some sample content which WordPress gives you, so that whenever you install WordPress for the first time, you should not see a blank page. You should have something like this. Okay, but this is good. But what happens when your site is live? Okay, then you don't want that sample content or sample post to show up over here. Okay, so we need to delete some sample contents. Okay, so click on all posts over here. Now you'll see this hello world over here. Now let's click on trash. Now when you click on trash, it is not permanently deleted. It is just sent to trash, and it will be deleted later on, maybe after 30 days or something. And if you want to delete it permanently, then you can click on this trash, and from here you can select this delete permanently. Okay, so that is deleted now. Now if you see, when you click on comments, you'll see, okay, we don't see any comments because that comment was attached to this post, and we have deleted the post, so the comment is also deleted. Now the sixth thing that we need to do is to delete unused or unnecessary themes and plugins, because themes and plugins take a lot of space. Because when you use many unnecessary themes and plugins, then that will increase the size of your website. Okay, the file size of your website, which is very bad, because if that happens, then your website will load very slower. So we need to get rid of that. Okay, so from the left hand side, click on plugins. Now you'll see few plugins are automatically installed. So what you can do, first you can deactivate it, and after that you can click on over here and bulk select. It will select everything, and from here, from bulk action, you can select delete and click on apply. Click on OK. So all the plugins which were unnecessary, which we did not needed, it's deleted. Now same thing we have to do with themes. So click on appearances. Now as you can see, we need only one theme, but these two themes, they are not in use, but still they are installed on our server. So we need to get rid of this. So click on this theme, and here at the bottom you'll see this delete button. Click on delete. Okay, same thing with this one, just delete it. Okay, now it will increase the page speed, which is very important for SEO purposes. Now the next thing is to install plugins. Now we have deleted the unnecessary plugins and themes. Now you have to install the themes and plugins which you need. Okay, for example, there are many good themes available in the market for different purposes. For example, there is a theme called Akismet. I guess this is how it is pronounced. It is very important plugin. That is not a theme, it's a plugin. It's a very important plugin. It will protect you from spammers, because when you install WordPress, because it's a very big market, it's a very common thing which is used nowadays. So what happens is there are many people who are trying to spam or your comment section. So they'll come in your comment section and they'll just put in some link and so on. So you can use Akismet. It will protect you against that. Now there's another plugin called iTheme Security. That is also very important. It will secure your website. It will make sure that your website doesn't get tagged. No one tries to inject some malicious code or something on your website. Now I think I have a video on iTheme Security. If that video is uploaded, then you will find that in the video description below. So make sure to check the video description. You'll find some really good things over there. Now the next plugin is Yoast SEO. This is also a very important plugin. I have also made a video on this plugin. Very important plugin. It will improve the ranking of your website on search engines. And then we have plugins for cache, okay, like WP Super Cache, W3 Cache, and so on. Now what these plugins do is, they, in simple terms, they'll just improve the speed of your website. Okay, so make sure you install some necessary plugins and themes. Now the next thing, the eighth step is to enable comments. Okay, now we have to make sure that comments is enabled, because what happens is sometimes you visit your website and you see no one is commenting on your post, commenting on your post. Now that is a dangerous thing. It means that your post is not very interactive. So but what happens is sometimes the people want to comment, but comment is disabled. So we need to make sure that comment is enabled. So to do so, you'll see under settings something called discussions. So hover settings and click on discussion. Now this is the settings. Now the most important thing over here is this one: allow people to post comments on new articles. Okay, so make sure this is tick mark. If it is tick mark, then people can, they will be allowed to comment on your articles. Now there are more options. You can select these options, you can read everything, and you'll get to know. For example, when should you be email or notified? Now whenever someone posts a comment, you will be emailed or notified through your email address. Now if you don't want this, you can just untick this from here. Now whenever a comment is held for moderation, you will be emailed. So you can also untick this if you want. Before a comment appears, comment must be manually approved. Now if you tick mark this thing, then you'll see, under comments there will be many comments which are unapproved. Now you have to manually approve each and every comment. Now this is good and bad at the same time. It all depends on how your website is. Okay, so if you're running a very good website which has a great amount of traffic, then I think you should enable this, because then many people will try to spam your comment section. Okay, you can just think for yourself whether it is good for you or not. Okay, because for someone this might be good, but for someone this might be bad. Now this says comment author must have a previously approved comment. So if someone has a previously approved comments, then their next comments or upcoming comments will automatically be approved. So you can select all these options from here. Okay, now click on save changes. Now the ninth thing which we have to make sure is enable registration. Okay, make sure that registration is enabled. So you'll find under general settings, and under settings you'll see general settings. Now this is most important for website like membership website, WooCommerce or e-commerce websites. Now what happens, there many times it happens, people email me and put that thing in the comment. What, no one is able to register to my website. Why is that happening? Because you have not enabled this thing. Okay, so you just have to tick mark over here, anyone can register, and then they will be able to register to your website. Okay, this is very, very important. This is just a simple tick mark, but very important. This has created problems for many people, because I know there are so many people mailing me, this is a problem. People are not able to register the seller. If someone has created a multi-vendor website, then the seller are not able to register to their website. So that is a problem. The customers are not able to register to the website. Okay, so that is basically because you have not tick marked this thing. Now once you tick mark this, just click on save changes. Now the last thing, actually I would like to cover 2-3 things under last thing. The one thing is your timing. Okay, so this is you have to select the format of the timing, whatever format you want. Okay, and week starts on which day. And another setting that you can consider or you can take under the 10th point is widgets or sidebars. Okay, for example, these are different sidebars or widgets over here. Now by default, if you see the website, this is the default website, you'll have this default sidebar over here with meta, categories, archives, and so on. Now you need to delete everything and put in custom sidebar or custom widgets like this. For example, I have subscribe thing over here, recent post, and so on. So that is important. How will you do that? You'll go to appearances, hover appearances, and click on widgets. Now here is all the default things which are present. Now you can delete everything. For example, if you don't want meta, you can delete meta. If you don't want recent post or recent comments, you can just delete them from here. If you want to delete archives, you can delete it. Now we have only search bar, recent post and categories. Now if you refresh your website, you'll see only 3 widgets over here. Okay, so first it says, the post is not found because we have deleted this hello world post. Okay, but that is how you do it. Now another important thing which I would like to tell you is that make sure always your plugins and themes are up to date, they are updated. Okay, whenever you see, if you go to themes, for example, if you click on appearances, if there is a new update available, it will say over here that there is some update available. You can just click on that simple update button and it will update everything. Okay guys, so these were some important things which I think, according to me, these were very important things that everyone should do after installing WordPress. So I hope you guys like this video. If you have more important things which if you think you have some point which I missed, then you can put them in the comment section below, so that other people can also benefit from it. Okay, so make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, give a thumbs up to this video. See you soon guys. Thank you for watching.